All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today. I am your host, Dr. Wynn. You are watching the PDX Kombat Krew $50 tournament. Joining me on the mic today is Old Man FGC. Old Man, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, especially now that I'm here. Really excited about this tournament in large parts because of all the work that I know you put into it. It is looking great so far, and plus we've got some great competitors fighting it out for those $50.
Exactly. As people may be able to see on the screen here, we have the top 8. We have one bracket that's still getting filled in, but that'll be filled in momentarily. Here we got in the winners bracket, we have Manny and Gengar, who will be our first fight on stream today. Then we have Ryu Payne versus Juani, some excellent competitors there as well. In the losers bracket, we have Dat Boy Ryu and Rasafafi. And then filling the final spots, we have EGP Crazy and Sneaky G67. So I appreciate everyone. Crazy. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, I was just gonna say, so Crazy did sneak in to that last
exactly. Now he's got to sneak past the Sneaky
all.
G. Exactly. He's doing a lot of sneaking. He's sneaking around. He's a sneaky kind of guy.
Wait, what's a top 8 without Cyrax? I mean, let's be real.
Exactly. And so the losers round 4, as people may see, we're going to have them fighting off stream until they get into quarterfinals. So those fights will happen as we're watching Manny and Gengar duke it out. I'm going to make sure that I got both the players ready. It looks like they are in the King of the Hill, and we are going to get that set up. So, Old Man, if you could help vamp a little bit for me while we get them good to go.
Happy to. So let's talk a little bit about the players that I'm familiar with and the others that I'm not. And they're just as eager to see what's going to happen. So Manny, longtime competitor, honestly one of the strongest MK players in the past few years over here in the Pacific Northwest, at least that comes out to tournaments locally. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Rewind, Sonic. But Manny, great competitor in this MK, and MK1 really made a name for himself with Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage Movado for a while. Obviously also plays the Tremor, though, as we've seen a lot of success recently from Johnny Tremor. Gengar, not as familiar with, so obviously Gengar playing well, if made it this far, so very interested to see what sort of matchup this is going to be. Obviously, Johnny used to be near the top, if not the top. It's 5 characters in MK1. I think most would agree, not there anymore, probably more in the top 10, top 15. So there are some good and some bad matchups for Johnny Cage. So what's Gengar going to go with, and then we can do some predictions. I'm seeing Havoc. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Havoc is definite top 5. I think most people would say definite top 3, if not top 2.
Old Man, also, just as an FYI, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that you're not lagging, and I'll be streaming the actual fight on my computer, on the Discord there, so you can take a look at that.
Yeah, I'll take a look at that.
Actually, hold on. We're starting off strong. I know a lot of people are watching the fight right now while I'm trying to set this up. Maintain an even life lead as it's happening here, but streaming. Oh boy, I'm dropping the ball. Here, you could just you can watch this while we let the fight play out.
Will do.
Oh, strong life lead coming in from Gengar. Not taking any crap from Manny's Johnny. I know he's been rocking the Johnny Tremor, doing it super hard, making sure that applying all that pressure, not allowing any gaps through.
Absolutely. Really staying on top of him, as we've seen and as I was just talking about, that Tremor pick. So strong for Johnny these days. Not in every matchup, but in most. We're seeing the classic Havoc Movado. It's just an incredible pairing, but oh, look at that armor. So many hits on armor on the arm rep. You can just sort of do it whatever you want. Speaking of doing whatever you want, Johnny Cage with that Movado. With that Movado allows for those uppercuts whenever Johnny's feeling like it. So you got to be careful about pressing buttons.
Looks like Manny is answering back after Gengar taking that one round. He's already got him down near the end, but he's getting it, taking away, losing the corner pressure as well. incredible stuff. Gengar keeping the pressure. I mean, this could be anyone's game still. Like, I know he's at, like, chip of death. See right here. What damage are we going to see? Is he going to steal the round right from under him?
He's got the breaker, but it is a crazy comeback. Oh, the instant air dive kick after the punch with a double overhead. Okay. Use the breaker. Got the armor. I thought Manny might go for the all-star power, but doesn't need it. Just tosses a boulder. Alright, so killing each other out in the neutral. Obviously, Havoc's standing, I'll say standing 3. That kick is amazing for space control. But Johnny gets in. Johnny's there. Johnny's ready to play. Alright, so yeah, notice that continued use of, again, I want to say standing 3 because it's a great option for Havoc. Now trying to zone a bit. Zoning can work against Johnny, and then comes in with a mix. You watch the recent pro competition, that mix was getting everybody from Zeus, especially with the early Movado landmine call. It'll be interesting to see if Gengar uses any of that in this match. Oh, decides to go for the throw combo. For those who don't know, throw combos are largely scaled, so Havoc hits like a truck, but he's only going to break, yeah, not even 20%. And this one only at the 19-ish. Now we see some zoning. Good option. Again, Johnny does struggle. Again, zoning.
Ooh, but an amplified shadow kick will definitely get you in there.
Now, we're not going to see quite as many of those from Manny right now because Manny doesn't have Movado. One of the strengths of Johnny Movado is that you can full combo with that armored launcher of the shadow kick. But it doesn't matter. Gets in anyway. Is this going to be the end? Delayed wake up, and yes, it is.
Go.
Now, one reason we saw Gengar delaying that wake up is because Johnny's Nut Punch, incredible combo ender that allows for a safe jump afterwards. Safe jump means that the Johnny player can jump in without any worry of a wake up attack hitting them. I do think that Havoc players really don't need to worry quite as much about that safe jump though, because they can just use that arm rep and generally get out of that situation. I think that might have been a little bit of a better choice. But of course, as any commentator will say, hey, these are the competitors who have made it this far. They know what they're doing. Let's see what they continue to do.
Keep him with the same team. Not a bad idea. I mean, I was talking with Switchmans the other day. This is the tremor meta that we're dealing with. So it makes sense to keep that tremor, keep everything safe, keep the pressure going. Let's see if Gengar's able to modify anything, adapt. I mean, this whole game is about adaptability, right? Is the moment you're falling for stuff that you're changing up your mentality, you're changing what you're doing, and you're able to, ooh, late tremor ball roll, going bowling, thank you.
It is. I would say that, you know, we haven't seen a lot of, there it is, I was gonna say, back to into the mix. This is how Havoc gets a lot of combos started because with this online and the difference in frames, it is almost impossible to react to the throw versus low off that back 2 string. So I would expect a lot more abuse of that, just like you saw from Zeus recently. Oh, but Johnny's in again. I mean, Johnny's going to get in your face if Johnny can. That's what Johnny wants to do. Best character at close range.
Exactly. Ooh, got those plus frames. Ooh, but he reads the low. That's going to be a punish.
You know, that option is not as good for Havoc. Understandable why Gengar went for it because that special move is a launcher, so high risk, high reward. Good block.
Ooh, the extension with the Movado. Ooh, catches him going rolling. What a whiff punish on the armor.
Yep, a whiff punish. Yep.
Read him like a book.
That Movado mind to protect yourself against that, but you know, can't have everything. There we go. Look at all those hits. Does not care how to jump in. So that's when I think it's quite useful, especially because it's not Johnny Movado, so we can't do it. Oh, he does the same mix again, but it works, but drops it. Oh, yeah. Get a little crazy. Oh, there it is.
Gengar expanding on the life lead. Is this going to kill? No, this definitely should.
Oh, he hits so much. He shouldn't break. Manny should not break. Yeah, he does not.
Saving that meter. Smart to save it. Not worth the risk. Too much to lose if he loses that round.
Exactly. Yeah, taking it slow, taking it easy. Manny already has a lead in terms of matches, so. Oh, only gets a low off that, so not too bad. They're respecting each other a little bit. Oh, tries to get away. One of the few moves in this entire game that has a different hit reaction depending on how it hits you. And that is the incredible armor of Havoc.
That's what Manny's been getting away with. The down 1 into the Rising Star special gets to extend it into a full combo. catches people off guard.
Again. This is the Tremor meta. This is why Johnny Clay players pick
Hype meter.
Yes, there's a lot of cool stuff, but oh, look at this. So the crazy thing about Johnny in this state is that you can cancel his specials and the specials, but you can also cancel it into cameo combos. That's why we just saw multiple Tremors there. Alright. One more touch from Havoc should do it. Though it might build a bar. Oh, yep, there it is. Like we were just saying, down one into Rising Star all day. All day. You just have to hold it. You cannot attack after Johnny does a down one.
Exactly.
Gonna hit you.
Your options are limited. The pressure is relentless coming from Johnny. I'm going to throw that up on the instant replay so people can take a look.
For sure. I mean, that is the Johnny Tremor game plan. Are you just starting to play MK1? Do you like Johnny Cage? That is what you should do.
If you are just starting to play MK1, I've got some bad news about where the future of the content for the game.
It's the perfect time to get started.
It's the perfect time. It is absolutely the perfect time because we are welcoming anybody who wants to join in and get better. Like, that's just how we roll.
As an old man, I'm going to say that back in my day, games didn't used to have a bunch of patches, right? You played a game, and that was the game, and that was the meta you learned, and there is something beautiful about it not changing, about you learning a matchup, and then that's just the way it is. So if you like this game, hey, keep playing it. Even though there probably will be another balance change.
Hey.
Ooh, good pressure. Good pressure.
Not going to be getting any returning characters. Y'all know that I would just love if they just put Predator in each game. Just put him in each game. There's a new movie coming out. Advertise the new movie with Predator. I mean, come on.
Now, I hope
chat, start spamming Predator, like, and quotes from Predator in the chat right now. That's what I want to see. Oh, there we go. Round Manny on set point, but we've got Gengar fighting back and taking the first round.
So again and again, Manny is getting hit from that back two, so I'd really like to see Gengar use that a bit more. Obviously got to take his turn back, but there it is. That's all you need. Just do that armor move. Let's see some back twos. Oh, goes for the roll. That will combo thanks to the Movado Mine. I believe this is the max damage variation, doing the projectile first. Now see, going for that backup again. I understand why Gengar doesn't want to get close, but...
Exactly. He does not want to give Manny an inch. Oh, and he gets caught. He's bowling pin in this game. When he reads the low.
Oh, he just... Yep. He's just playing a little too risky. A little too risky. Now, he could cover that with a mine. If he wants to be a little crazy, he could do that. But I'd say that's the problem. Just overextending slightly when he doesn't need to.
Manny just need one more round to keep it. Ooh, what a parry!
Oh, parry, what an answer. And the side switch, so clean. So clean. And this is not where you want to be against Johnny. Though Havoc does have full bars, so... Can break, can wake up with armor. And use the mine to keep himself safe. Still goes for it. Still goes. The thing is, it works like half the time, but I still don't think it's quite worth it. There, that is.
Ooh. For those who don't know, the more you get hit, the more damage that move will do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think that's it.
And he finishes with the brutality. The disrespect.
The boulder head.
Michael Pritchard, I realized when I said it about spamming Predator, it's probably not the best idea to spam that in the chat. Thank you for confirming that. All right, I'm gonna throw it over to the instant replay. But that means the first winner of the bracket tonight is gonna be Manny. And I think all I've got in the instant replay is just the brutality, or him standing in the brutality. We are a smooth operation. No flaws. We're working perfectly here.
Obviously.
All right, I'm gonna jump back over to the top 8 bracket. up next. So we've got a couple of updates. So obviously we've got Manny winning 3-0 over Gengar, going to the next round. Gengar going to be dropping down to the loser's bracket. It is a double elimination bracket, so he is not out yet. He's still got more to go. Up
Hey,
next.
you're going to get to see more Havoc, everybody.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
worry.
absolutely. Don't worry. Plenty of Havoc to go around. We have Crazy winning his fight sorry. He won his fight to get into the bracket, but I already explained that. So he is still fighting Sneaky G. And then we've got Datboy Ryu winning his fight over Rasafafi. Great. Thank you, Rasafafi, for joining. Really appreciate you hanging out with us, competing in the tournament. You played very well. Datboy Ryu is going to go on into the losers quarterfinals and keep fighting for that spot to try and make it all the way to the $25 for the first place winner. And then it is going to be, 15 for second place, 10 place for third. And good luck to all the competitors. I'm going to start reaching out to the other players and get them set up for a fight. So we'll be doing Ryu Payne versus Juani. So old man, why don't you go ahead and help me out while I get that set up?
Sure thing, not a problem. Now, as long as I remember correctly, Juani is a strong Liu Kang player. Showed me some stuff with Liu Kang Chameleon. I was quite impressed by some cheesy stuff. I'm gonna be honest. That really keeps pressure on using the fan lift. I'm excited to see if Juani will be using Liu Kang today. Liu Kang, a character we don't see a ton of in this game, even though Liu Kang is sort of the flagship character for it, funny enough. And I am seeing that icon, so perhaps we will get some Liu Kang. The other player I'm not as familiar with, so I'm fascinated to see who they will be playing. I do know Juani also plays other characters, so it may not be Liu Kang. I don't want to promise that to any Ninja Killer fans out there. But if you like Liu Kang, I think we may have something fun in store for you. In terms of the previous matchup, Johnny obviously played very strong, piloted by Manny, using that Tremor cameo. If we were to see a not a grand final, but a winner's final of Johnny versus Liu Kang, I think that would be really interesting. It's not many tournaments where those are the characters that are in the finals. Most tournaments these days either feature Havoc or DLC characters, so that'd be pretty fun if it did. But I don't want to count my chickens, because maybe this other player is going to play a character I love even more, and I can be more biased about them winning.
Rumor is that it is a T1000, if I remember some communication correctly.
Well,
so
that would make sense. If someone is in the winners bracket and they're playing for winners semifinal, they are probably using one of Havoc, T1000, or Cyrax, or Homelander. These are the characters that we are seeing winning. Though, on the recent pro competition, it was nice to see some Kenchi happening. Thank you to Conquer, and also some great Havoc play by Zeus, as well as some amazing backup play. So there was actually a nice mix for that tournament that just happened. I recommend everyone check out that top 8.
Oh, yeah, and people commenting in the top 8, thank you for calling that out. It is a weird glitch. In Start GG, it is showing correctly that Datboy Ryu won 3-1 over Rasafafi. So I appreciate you calling that out. There's no concern there. It is reported accurately as of Start GG and the reports from the players. It is being reported wrong in my top 8 bracket. Not much I can do about that given some of the tools that I have available, but thank you for calling that out. Don't worry, we've got that taken care of.
I'm seeing Liu Kang.
Exactly.
Is it? And is it going to be Liu Kang Mataro? Okay, so this is a runaway plan against T1000. So, T1000, incredible character up close. I know I said Johnny, arguably the best, but I think we can also easily argue T1000 just as good, if not better, due to a particular string and the mix that T1000 gets off of it. So, I can absolutely see a lot of running away by this Liu Kang. Mataro is the classic plan though because of that very reason we just saw, which is the regular dragon kick into a full combo with Mataro. It is incredible. As you can see, Juani, very strong player, following the game plan. Oh, there's that mix that I was just talking about. T1000 has so many options off that string. Can command grab you, can go low, can't even do certain overheads, but does not matter. Honi gets it. And this is really a hit and run tactic that we're seeing from Honi here, which likely is the best. Just zoning with Liu Kang I do think would be problematic. And Liu Kang's got some good options up close too. But not as good as T1000, as we're just seeing with this mix. And there it is. There's a low option, which you get a full combo of.
Ooh, Tremor keeping it safe.
Yep, going for that Tremor pick because, well, want that additional health. Tremor's the meta right now, since you can pause at any time. Yep, that string into command grab. They nerfed it, but didn't really matter. Didn't really matter. It's moments like this that you wish for push block, which only Movado gives you in this game, unfortunately. Alright, getting some distance, probably gonna zone a little bit. We saw there was a T1000 tunnel, but you can still hit the puddle with lows. Now, we previously saw a T1000 Movado, which would have been able to convert all those spike kits. But in the corner, has no trouble. Ooh, interesting mix-up there, using the gunshot to keep them standing. Yeah, and routes. That's the beauty of Motaro. You can do armor, and then teleport away. We see that game plan from Garrus. You see that game plan from Sector, and we also see it from Liu Kang. Yeah, just throw those fireballs underneath the gunshots.
Manny in the chat saying that this Liu Kang skin looks like he's wearing PJs.
How dare you?
Appreciate the commentary. Put some respect on both Liu Kang and the great Bruce Lee.
Exactly. Oh, there's the overhead, but good block. Good block. Oh, but commits to the back of the string. Oh yeah, that's the thing. You don't want to stay close to T1000 because if T1000 gets their turn, more likely than not, you're getting hit. You're getting hit. If this was offline, it might be a little bit easier, but there is noticeable delay with the online with MK, sadly, and so those mixes are just really, really tough to avoid.
Absolutely. No instant replay on this one just because I was a little slow to the button. But yeah, appreciate everyone bearing with us as we're working out our rhythms, figuring out. Appreciate everyone in the chat joining. Appreciate the engagement. You guys are the best. Like, oh man, like it's so nice to see everyone kind of chiming in, hanging out, just ready to watch some great MK play. So thank you all very much for joining. It's very exciting.
My guess with this, I agree completely. My guess with this is Honi's planning to use Tremor to approach with a string and then use Tremor for the pushback. So that way T1000 does not get a turn. Amazing call of Tremor to block that, but then commits too far and full combo button.
Ooh, reads the armor, but keeping safe with Tremor.
Okay, let's see. It's gonna. Ooh, you're about to get mixed. Yep. Don't know if I believe in this pick, but let's see.
Ooh, doing the back two twice. Smart move.
Playing the Johnny game plan of staggering.
Exactly. Stagger that mids. Impossible to hit confirm, unfortunately. Like, as someone who's played Liu for a bit, I wish I could hit confirm that just off of one, but no. I mean, maybe a skilled player like Kwani is able to do it. Like,
yeah, in MK games, you can only do single hit without certain, like, more lenient buttons, big buttons usually. So. Oh, going for the Tremor armor to get in. Don't really know that's needed. Okay, so notice that weird thing that just happened. When you use armors in MK and you change your state, they often go away.
It deactivates it. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Same thing happens with Reptile going invisible while having like ice armor.
Oh yeah, then you lose the ice armor. That's right.
Yep. Corner against T1000, not where you want to be. Ooh, nice spacing by Team. And yep, that restand, but doesn't even need to use the restand, just kills. Right, you can get out of the corner. Ooh, neutral jumps do work well in MK games.
Exactly, does. Catches him with the low Tremor, but forces the breaker out of Ryu.
Yep, again, that's a great fireball to stop the approach.
Good life lead if he's able to maintain, as long as he's also able to get out of this corner, but he looks like he's stuck.
Yeah. That is where the Motaro pick was a bit better, but who knows? Maybe Tremor helped him get off. Not like this, though. Not like this.
Oh. Forcing the breaker out. Pretty much even life lead.
There is no better mix machine than T1000. And that
Great
should be it.
trip guard coming in from Ryu.
Yep. Oh, wait, maybe.
Not death
maybe
yet.
Oh. He needs something big, something crazy. No, there's gonna be a
Great flawless block, staying alive.
Block. What was that flawless block? Oh, gets it, but can't convert any big damage. Expect a gunshot. There we go.
Run and gun.
Run and gun. I mean, that was close. That was close, but it very much felt like Liu Kang was being forced to play T1000's game plan there.
Absolutely.
I don't really know how much the trimmer helped out.
Yeah, it is
Murtado
such a
Chameleon?
challenging matchup. I mean, right now, a lot of people like this is not knocking Ryu and their gameplay strategy and how they're doing, but do you personally still feel that T1000 is busted?
Oh, I mean, yes. Yeah, absolutely. It's just too many options off that string. It's too fast. I mean, we can watch the highest level gameplay and people just get cooked by it. And you know, don't get me wrong, like some mix is fun, some mix is good, but I do think a little bit of normalization on the top 3 to 5 characters would benefit the health of the game. I think most competitors are hoping for that. Farah, we get a Farah pick. Okay, so Juani's saying, okay, you can mix, I can mix too. This is what Farah does. Farah is a pure mix machine. Although it does allow for some interesting stuff off again the flame kick because
exactly. I was gonna say I've seen some sauce and here it is coming in.
All right.
Like right now, deleting the health bar super well. Ooh, catches him with the air fireball, but with punished by the 4-3-4. Right. Oh shoot! I didn't switch over. I'm sorry, chat. Oh man, I had the game going in the background and people didn't know. Oh my god, I screwed up. Okay, it's back. It's back up. It's back up. I'm bouncing around from too many things. I need to hire like a proper like TO like bracket runner to help me out so that I don't do both the stream. I'm so embarrassed.
Still working out the kinks.
Yeah.
So once again, we're seeing that problem that Liu Kang has. He just gets stuck in corners. He's not the type of character that can escape easily on his own. He really needs an assist, a cameo that can let him do that.
Yeah.
Which is why not sound like a record, but I do think Avatar or Chameleon, if this match was, I could be a good pick. But he did see Farah put in good work, good mix in the first round. Maybe Farah will do it again.
Oh, incredible whip punish as he ducks the flamethrowers. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. I mean, that was a clean get in. Nicely done by Payne, I gotta say. Yep, there's that mix for Farah. In that situation, you generally do just want to armor. You don't have to guess. But, ooh, what a conversion. All right, Payne, I see. This is some nice stuff. Yep, that restand. Oh, but wait for an O-Ring. I have trouble imagining that was a fan. Maybe.
Ooh, commits to the fatal blow. Should do plenty of damage.
Yeah, it should. It shouldn't kill. Yeah, I'm surprised there was no grab there. I understand Payne when you, but Juani hasn't ducked or jumped a single grab yet, so I do think grab is a safer bet at this point. Now, ooh, I was gonna say Liu Kang gets
what a pickup!
Punished.
Incredible.
Wow. Or contesting the neutral there without standing poke. Wow. Well played. Very well played.
Really well played.
Yeah. Obviously, I just said a moment ago, I do think T1000 can use some nerfs, but that was a player right there at the end. Those were some really strong spacing and choices that were made in that whole last round. Very nice. Very clean. Absolutely.
Unfortunately, just missed the replay as well. Again, bouncing around. Thanks for everyone for the patience and all that. All right, so
just waiting to see these matches. This is a solid play.
Absolutely. And so some updates on the top 8 as you'll take a look here. So
what's been going on with our matches?
Yeah, we have Crazy taking the victory over Sneaky G 3-2.
All right, close. Okay.
Crazy will then be going to fight Gengar in the losers bracket, obviously with S-Ryu Pains beating out Juani. Juani will then be going down and fighting Dat Boy Ryu, and S-Ryu Pain. Or we got Manny, who's going to be fighting S4U Pains in the winners finals. So the next fight that we are going to do, we are going to go ahead and set up Kwani versus Dat Boy Ryu. I believe that's a proper order. I think there is some sort of flow. If I am supposed to do a proper flow, I don't know what it is, and we're kind of just guessing. But I think the next fight should be a loser's corner final match, and we will have Kwani continue on against Dat Boy Ryu. So why don't you go ahead and cover me as I set up that fight?
Absolutely. So let's take a little journey and think about what we've seen so far. So we've got Manny piloting Johnny with Tremor, though of course there can be some other cameo picks if needed. Manny does play some of the characters. I'll be interested to see if any of those come out, especially against T1000, because we've now of course seen that the winner's final will be a Johnny versus T1000. It's an interesting match because both characters want to get in. For a small period of time there, T1000 was a bit more of a zoner, using those spikes, which weren't super punishable, with Movado for full combos. But as we saw, we're seeing more Tremor now because, well, we continue to exist in Tremor meta despite the nerf that happened to Tremor. More a slap on the wrist. Honestly, it's still just so useful to be able to call an assist whenever while you are attacking as that ambush. So Johnny's going to win in, 2000 is going to want to get in. It's all a question of being able to maintain that pressure longer, and Tremor is going to help both people with that. So it's going to be a slobber knocker. Those two just not really zoning and just fighting it out. I will be, like I said, though, interested to see if one person takes the win over the other, if the other competitor will switch to a character that could maybe keep one of those two characters out. Because honestly, the way to beat a Johnny or a T1000 for the most part is to stay away from them or just play an even more top tier character like Homelander. With that all said, what about our other competitors? We're seeing Honey with Liu Kang. I do know there is some love from Honey for Liu Kang, so I think Honey might stick with it, though who knows? Things change when we get into losers bracket. Sometimes we feel like, no, I don't want to lose again. Though my guess would be Honey's going to stick with Liu Kang at least for the first match, see how it goes, and then change if needed.
Exactly.
Ryu been playing Melina forever. Yep, and very solid Melina player. I am curious, Rowan Farah again, it's fascinating to me. We usually see Double Ryu with the Kung Lao pick. It's just really great spacing, great neutral, covers the major weakness that Melina has from her primary string being flawless blockable and a punish, and it gives her some crazy hard blockables. So, let's get into it. So both these characters can sort of zone, and both of them are good up close. One of the greatest moves in the game, Melina's ball roll, setting up that hard to blockable, but it is blocked, and it is worth noting that Liu Kang is a bad matchup for Melina because Liu Kang can punish some of those things that Melina normally gets away with, like her overhead, which is incredible normally, but not against Liu Kang. Alright, a little bit of gradual working away, and yep, and there's that air roll. It cost full combo. Not the highest damage, but hey, we'll take 24%.
Ooh.
Oh no, that blue fire, that blue dragon would have ended it.
Oh, absolutely, but a whiff on the air ball roll!
Yep. That is something you don't normally see happen.
Fight.
Oh yeah, it was an unfortunate situation, right? Okay, good mid in the corner. Keeping them in the corner, hard blockable. Oh, there it is. So hard to stop. Melina hits like a truck, like Havoc. It's going to easily be in the 40%. Yep.
Oh, and there it is. This should clinch the round, shouldn't it? No, not enough.
Not quite, but close. Yeah, for sweep, incredible, plus frames. You can see
all that chip, just chipping away, just a little bit here, a little bit there. That's all he needed when he's got you stuck in the corner like that.
For one, we call that a meter building round, where we accept the block. Whoa, okay. I have not seen that low fireball combo in a Farah. That was sick. But is going to even up the life bars, especially if this hits. Good block on that. So the hat is hitting low, Melina's string sits overhead. That's the mix. But as I said, block successful. Very impressive.
Ooh, voice a little Farah.
Same sort of thing. Oh, okay, that was another 50-50 that Deborah was trying to go for, which is the enhanced size Oh, would that not combo into? I guess not. We didn't see the ball come out at the end. All right.
There it is. Ooh, whiff punish with the air ball roll. Catches him with a raw ball roll, taking the first round.
Yeah, it's so scary to jump against Melina. So scary, because as she's been able to do in multiple endgames, she can full combo punish you with that ball roll. It just slides right under stuff.
It is devastating. It is brutal. Like the amount of rounds, and I mean, you saw it when I was doing one of those first deaths with Ryu on how much I was getting frustrated by just getting tanked by those ball rolls, air ball rolls, left and right, coming out of nowhere.
Oh yeah. Well, see, that's why again Kung Lao is so good, because usually Melina can't do full screen zoning because her size stop about halfway. So she can zone you a little bit, but she really wants the full-on zoning, so she can do like the Ryu treatment from Street Fighter, which is throw projectiles at you, you get frustrated, you jump, and punish you when you jump.
Yeah, and Ryu has an amazing tendency. He's so patient that he will give people space, wait for them to commit to a move, and instantly air ball roll them.
Yep.
He's the micro duck,
no
but
punish.
no punish.
I was gonna say a nice read on the throw, but doesn't come off.
The switch over to Blue Tremor.
Okay, we're just seeing all the cameos.
Exactly. Got some variety in this tournament. Love to see it.
Well, I mean, it's just nice to see Liu Kang in general in the top 8.
Exactly. And Hwani, I mean, you could always trust on Hwani, like landing in the top 8 with his Liu Kang. I mean, he's so committed, one of the best in the world.
Yep. As we're seeing with Liu Kang, though, when you are more of a mid to upper mid character, you're usually going to need to use multiple cameos. And we can really see Hwani trying a couple different ones out. It's such a shame. Oh, but it doesn't matter. I was going to say it's a shame that he doesn't get a full that dragon kick, but was able to use it as a safe jump to get in for the. Well done.
Ooh, reads the overhead, and there's the punish.
Oh, that's going to be that punish. Yup. Didn't get too much off of it though, because it doesn't have any meter. Only has specific launchers. Doesn't have a special move launcher like a lot of top 2 characters. It's another thing that makes you kind of a little bit lower.
There it is, the air ball while being the patient on spud, misses the overhead. A duck!
Oh, but that's the second part of it.
Are they seeing into the future? What is happening?
I mean,
how are they able to envision the commitments that people are making here?
It's a valid option because it's low risk, high reward to neutral duck that, because if, you know, uses the flame fist at you, get hit, but it's just one hit.
That's true.
You read it right to pick, you get a full combo. A little bit of zoning.
Exactly. We were watching peak MK1 right here. This is the height of the game.
Gradually working in. I like what Oni's doing, really looking to go more. Ironically, doesn't have to life lead, so will have to go in. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, that mix.
That's the moment.
Brilliant
that's
mix.
The moment. Now, normally, again, we'd be seeing an ball roll for the anti-air, but that tremor call really helps. Not gonna kill. Okay, whoever gets the hit.
Got the install and commits!
Install, yep, plus frames.
With 10 seconds left, stealing the round away from Hwani.
That's the advantage of new buffs. You may not know how to fight against them yet. Right? So that is a relative to Melina, not the newest patch, but the one before that. And yeah, it does look like she's got plus frames off that cancel. You can't contest her. She's got a block.
Throw.
Until she pukes. And then you can punish her.
Hits with the mid, taking the corner back. Misses the overhead. What?
Oh, this is it. But no punish. So not the worst miss. Yeah, not gonna get a combo off this. That's what Liu Kang would normally get, unless there it is. Unless because it's the corner. And does. And almost gets the kill.
Oh, ball roll! Are we gonna see another round steal?
Dude, we just ball roll. Oh, it breaks the armor. Yep, that's the other thing. Not only is it hard to block, but whatever hit.
Throw. Next hit wins. Guess for your life.
Kill. Can chip out. Oh, gets the hit. Wow.
The overhead. The
wow,
overhead.
That is a heartbreaker. Heartbreaker.
Absolutely. Incredible play coming out from Ryu. The round steal right there. The amount of life he was able to delete.
That is the thing that again makes this team so strong. And by this team I mean Melina, Kung Lao. Not only are you having to deal with like these hard to blockable but it breaks your armor as long as the setup is done correctly. So you just got to hold it, or if you think they're mistiming it, then try to do the. But that's exactly how Melina can get you. Melina, so strong, so strong. Okay, believing in Tremor though, thinking that that is the answer to this.
No.
Now I know before I said that Liu Kang can be a bad matchup for Melina. That's because I watched someone who plays both Melina and Liu Kang fight against Melina and showcased how it can be a bad matchup.
Check out the video on our YouTube channel of King Zo versus Datboy Ryu, and you'll see the exact matchup that you're talking about. Yeah.
Exactly. So I do think obviously being hyper familiar with the character you're fighting is very helpful. All right, let's see. This is it. This is going to be another 3-0.
Makes a ball roll safe. But, oh, the reach of that Tremor. Dropped combo, but is able to pick it back up because he's trying to read those grabs.
See.
Ooh, commits to the fatal blow. Interesting choice.
Yeah, Deporai is like, I don't want this to go to another match. I want to win this. I want to get these 2 rounds, call it.
Exactly.
And I'm going for it. I need 1 touch in its game. Now, her Oki off is not the best. Yeah, but see, back up. Zoning is a good option, but not that one. A little too risky.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately.
Not able to. I think he was trying to make it safe with the Tremor, but the Tremor's not coming out the way that he needs, just like that.
I don't think Tremor's fast enough to make that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do think Mataro probably. Well, just in terms of that move itself, Mataro can make it in a way that could kill Tremor. Or maybe I'm wrong. I would love to go this for another match. Okay, there's a safety in the corner. I believe Tremor can do it, yeah, because Tremor just pops up right where you already are.
Great read on the armor. He was waiting for that commitment to the forward 4-3-4.
Ooh. I can't imagine that was the type of wake up that he meant to do. It
gives the turn away.
1 touch.
That's all he needs, just a little bit more.
I'm waiting for an air ball roll.
1 more little touch. Oh, but he gets caught with the air projectiles. Not dead.
He can't convert into fatal blow though. It's too low, too much gravity.
The throw, is this gonna kill?
Is it gonna kill?
It is. It takes the round. What pressure coming from Wani. He's like, I'm not going out without a fight.
I love it. I said I wanted to see more, and we are getting not yet.
Oh, doesn't get the air ball pickup. What a raw ball roll.
Just the ball roll.
Just to break a heart.
Listen, if you play Melina, you just got a ball roll.
Gets the flawless block, but no punish. Then gets caught with the back two.
Yep. Is this all going to turn around? Right here?
Oh, not able to extend.
I gotta imagine that was looking for a conversion.
He was going for the down 2 with punish, forcing the breaker out of Ryu.
Half the break.
Last chance.
Last round.
Amazing pickup.
1 too many balls. Okay,
that was incredible.
Is this the moment where Kwani reverse 3-0s? That's the question.
Kwani.
Obviously, this is a change in momentum, right? This is where mindset matters so much. It's very easy to get tilted, especially when you're so close to winning. Like when you've gotten in that like game point situation where all you needed was that last round. Ideally, Deporai can just shake it off, treat this as just another match, and secure the W. Of course, I want to see more of this, so I don't want that to happen. but I'd be very impressed if Deporai can just shake it off and play like he played in the first 2 matches. Loving Liu Kang's underwear.
Great ball roll. Catching it out of the air.
Ooh, going in for that throw, but I can't imagine any mid-screen conversion with Tremor. Yeah, not worth it. Alright, a lot of neutral jumps from Wani, which makes sense due to the low hat. Using the boulder pressure to get in. Staggers worked before. Working now.
Ooh, wake up buttons. Taking that corner back.
Wake up buttons.
Yeah.
We usually get buttons because it works.
Also for
40%
not making a call out on how this match is gonna go, just letting you know, Gengar and Crazy, be ready for an invite after this fight, and we'll get Gengar and Crazy on the next fight after this one.
Was that a throw combo that just got 28%? What?
That is
Crazy damage for a throw combo.
Yeah, Lou is unbelievable with most cameos. Like, a very slept on character. A lot of people think he's like top 15. Juani, it just makes this character seem like a top 1 pick. I mean, and Dat Boy Rio does the same for Melina.
Yeah, well, I mean, Melina is the top pick, but I mean, not the top, not the tippity top. But yeah, very solid characters. Tremor is a great call against Kung Lao, though, because you can call Tremor to block the hacks. So that is some great utility from Tremor, even when Tremor's used up. And some good momentum from Dat Boy, but can Juani turn it around yet again?
Safe. Oh, just a bunch of down ones.
We just broke. I mean, at that point, why not, right? One more.
There you go. And steals the corner back.
Yeah. Melina's armor isn't the best normally, but in certain situations, highly useful, like that one. Did use up all the bar, though. So we are seeing Juani at a large resource advantage. Yeah, no reason to go in. Just kind of zone a little bit.
Ooh, catches with a ball roll. Doing too many jumps.
Caught at the end.
Absolutely.
Now that is using up the bar, though, for those blue flame dragons.
It is, yeah.
And you're only getting around 15%, so now has no bar. Was in the resource lead, still in the resource lead. Maybe a little too many resources.
It's a hard to blockable read.
That could have been a game.
Safe with Tremor.
Yeah, make it safe. With Tremor, get that shit damage.
Misses it, but a teleport from Kung Lao.
Whoa, yep. Tricky Kung Lao. Is that it?
Still alive. Touch of death.
But one thing. Oh no, that's a shame.
Oh, yeah. He misses. He wanted the brutality so bad.
He did.
He was, yeah. He wanted to give Melina that snack.
Well played to both characters. Wanted that snack. Well played to both players, of course. Like I said, great to see some Liu Kang action going on. And well done to Dat Boy Rio taking after Juani got that game. It might have turned, but Dat Boy Rio said, no, I'm taking this.
Exactly. Dat Boy Rio coming out on top. I'm going to update my Start GG boards here.
That was good.
Yeah, we've got Dat Boy Rio taking it 3-1, going into losers finals. And then up next, I'll pull up the top 8 here. It's not going to be quite updated with what we got on the board, but as you saw, Dat Boy Rio taking the win over Juani, going into, or loser semifinals. And then up next, we are going to have Gengar v Crazy. This is a fight that I believe we've already had on the channel. I can't recall if we've actually gotten to the point where I've uploaded it yet, so because we exist in the future compared to what my upload schedule is for the channel. But I believe it is there. And this is going to be an exciting one. I think they also fought each other earlier in this tournament. They were actually, yeah, the first fight that we had. Gengar is the person who knocked Crazy down into loser's bracket.
So it's time for Crazy's revenge. That's what I'm hearing.
Mortal Kombat 1, Crazy's revenge.
Right? Crazy's revenge.
Yeah.
Now, I'm very much expecting this to be a Havoc versus a Cyrax match many of us are used to. Obviously, Cyrax wants to stay away until Cyrax can get the hit, and then put the opponent into the blender. I will be interested to see if Cyrax has picked up Madame Bo. Recently, Cyrax for a long time has been, Crazy for a long time, has been saying that Cyrax's best cameo is not Serena, and obviously we did see Sonic Fox do quite well, very well in fact, with Cyrax and Madame Bo recently. So I'm guessing that's what we'll see here, but Crazy's also been a long lover of Sector, so maybe we'll see some Cyrax Sector happening soon.
Absolutely. Still working on getting the players into the Koth here. We've got Gengar. We're just waiting on Crazy to be able to join in. And we'll see. in the meantime, while we're waiting on Crazy, why don't y'all sound off in the chat? How y'all doing? You having a good Sunday? Is it nice for you? Are you enjoying the tournament? How is the show so far? Give us some feedback. Fill out a 5-star review. Check out my other YouTube videos. Not now, stay on the stream. Keep watching. Whatever you do, keep watching. But then afterwards, take a look at some of our videos online.
Yeah, let's see what people. What people.
Exactly.
All right.
Looks like
Tremor.
Crazy.
There was a moment. If we see Crazy lose with Cyrax, maybe. And hey, since as we learned, Gengar was the one who put Crazy into losers to begin with, Crazy might already be ready with a brand new pick.
Exactly. Or he went to the lab right away, like, and was just like, I'm gonna be labbing this matchup. It's like, if I come across him again, he's done. I'm taking this guy down.
Let's find out. Does Crazy already have an alternate pick in mind? I am also curious to see if he's gonna go any. Having Movado just like is the staple that we do see a little bit of like Tremor every now and then, maybe like a 0. So maybe, oh, there it is.
There it is.
I'm sorry, the Tremor. What am I talking about? No. Okay, there's faking me out.
Oh, okay.
Faking me out all day.
Oh,
Baraka.
We've got a Baraka Kano versus Natara. What is happening? Did I invite the right people?
I'm happy about this. I'm perfectly fine with this now.
Do they think that an online tournament does a button check? What do they think's happening?
Right. Now, obviously, the cameo that Natara has long worked with has been Farah. Then we also see some Sonya happening with Natara. You don't see a ton of Natara these days. Mostly when it's full auto in tournaments like Coliseum. We'll see. I'm curious about this Tremor pick. I mean, Tremor is meta. Tremor is amazing. What sort of sauce does Crazy have to work with? Crazy loves the setups. So I'm definitely expecting some stuff. Baraka Kano, classic match. I'm sorry, classic pairing. For almost any match. Though these days we are seeing more Baraka Tremor. Let's see how much Kano has. Yeah, a little bit of zoning from Natara, because, you know,
Oh, he's committing to using that Kano laser to be able to shut down the Natara.
I mean, it's a good projectile.
I mean, it does. I mean, there it is. It's shutting it down again because it covers the whole space.
Wow, look at that catch. Yeah, just keep dive kicking. Why stop?
Exactly.
That meter dive kick is safe. You can up block it to full combo punish though, but it can be a hard read to get. All right, one.
Oh, doesn't get the Tremor pickup.
Nope.
Ooh, and a brilliant jump in. I did not realize that Gengar had a Baraka. This is incredible to me. I love watching this.
There are so many Barakas in our crew. They're everywhere. As a Sub-Zero player, I'm fine with, but it's funny when another player also plays Baraka. I also would not have thought of Baraka as a counter pick.
I know. I mean, especially with how I played against Crazy's Natara, you would think, oh, this is the worst possible decision.
Natara's armor, sadly not very good. Sadly not creating enough for Tremor to create safety.
What a micro duck. That was brilliant. Reading the armor break would come out.
Yep.
Oh, with the overhead.
It should be it for the round.
Oh, breaker.
And Gengar does. Gengar's like, no.
But there's a throw! That's definitely taking the round right there.
Wow, that is a huge switch for Crazy. Things were looking very much in Gengar's favor. And now, no. Of course, it is only one bar. Oh, but ooh, damage.
Gets the pickup. There it is.
I feel like I keep saying this, but all these characters hit at 40%. You can see it right here, whether it's Molina, Nadara, Havoc, all of them.
There it is.
One of Baraka's best buttons.
That back three. Ooh, reads the armor. Great jump.
Yeah. It needs to not armor. I mean, Baraka isn't that scary on Wake Up. I know it's always scary on Wake Up, but that armor has not been working, and it does. We often see Natara's go for like lower red after the armor because it puts you in a standing stun state.
Yeah.
So that might have been a better choice because the overhead or the low with Tremor would have won the game, and the throw just sort of extended things. I'll be interested to see if Crazy sticks with this since it was so very close.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Crazy is going to do to mix things up, especially because, I mean, I know he knows the Baraka matchup. He's played against me a million times. I know he's played against Fatal Push, or at least I believe he has. So yeah, very curious on how he's gonna switch things around here.
All right, and staying with the Tremor as well. I haven't quite seen the vision for this one yet, but I'm excited to.
And see, it's also interesting that he didn't switch to Cyrax, because I feel like he could switch to Cyrax, force a counter pick, but maybe he's worried about Gengar in the next round after that, picking someone that counter picks a Cyrax, or the fact that he knows the Cyrax matchup.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't like the Cyrax versus having. Maybe.
Great spacing into the back three. Ooh, drops the combo.
Drop. Doesn't get a big punish from the drop, so not that bad.
Ooh, does not react to the overhead.
That overhead, it'll catch you. It will. This is really low gravity. I'm surprised to use the enhanced version there at the end. But it doesn't matter. Still pressuring, which is what Baraka does. Even just chip killing. They really wanted. Alright, goes to the overhead.
The patience coming from Gengar, reading all these defensive moves, but Crazy not being able to pick up these combos.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if any of these actually just led to a combo, oh, that is very unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
Not sure why Crazy went for that. Crazy did have a bar, so it could just cancel the over. Even just into meaner dive kick. But hey, when you're in the heat of the moment, it's very easy to make decisions like that. And if it had hit, it would have been the round. Alright, so here's a classic chip. Good flawless block. But, oh my goodness, the scramble.
Drop combo.
Yeah, drop combo.
There it is. There's the pickup. But no extension on the combo any further.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem quite used to that combo routing. It is a cool combo route, though, to get people off never gonna go, for sure.
Wow, he's able to whip punish that. He committed to the full string. Not dead yet.
That was a beautiful punish. Oh no!
Oh no! The pickup! This is gonna be huge. Is this dead?
You know what? I've been kind of saucy about the Tremor pick, but this extra 50 health right now, clutch.
He's still alive. All right, still decent chunk health. Alive. There we go. I was about to be devastated for Crazy if that pickup ended up ending the game. That was brilliant from Gengar, though.
With the chip out. Yeah, the chip out was it. I mean, hey, as I said, that's why they're playing in the final matches, and I'm just sitting here commentating because that Tremor definitely helpful at the end there. Oh,
catches with the back three, but doesn't commit.
Yeah, didn't quite believe. Okay, so that's kind of a standard way in. We see from the doing a special move into the dive kick. They're totally safe unless an up block happens. Okay, keep a little bit of pressure, but
backdash into the dive kick.
Yeah, the dive kick's just such a great option when the opponent thinks they can get in. The fact you can jump back and dive kick in Mortal Kombat's kind of crazy.
There it is, the dive kick pickup. Doesn't extend more. Can't he do more? Yeah.
He can definitely do more.
Nice! Air to air!
Aerial pickup. There we go. Oh no! Yeah, I just think there's not quite the familiarity.
There's the armor. Great read on the armor coming in from Crazy. That Natara pick paying off.
I will say Baraka Kano doesn't hit that hard, which does give you more times, more chances to get that opening. And when Natara does, can really take a lot of your life. So I think that gave Crazy a little bit of time to sort of refamiliarize with Natara. Also, could just be a little bit of stress when you're playing tournament. It is so easy to have drops that you would not normally have.
Exactly. And Crazy has such character variety. Like, it's simultaneously his greatest strength and also probably his greatest weakness, because the more bandwidth that you have to put on your own thought process of all the different characters, all the different combos, all the possibilities, it's daunting. I mean, Crazy, I feel like handles it well. He knows he's taken the time to kind of like play with each character pretty consistently, and but it is a challenge. And you're seeing it here, like kind of like you're saying, as he's wearing off the rust with this character pairing to be able to counterpick Gengar or throw him off his game. Ooh, getting caught with the stand 2-1.
Good corner carry. Let's see if we get some chip out right now. That is where Baraka gets a good percentage of Baraka's damage. Chip. Oh, overhead.
Ooh, great dive kick. No pickup.
Yep.
Oh,
no
drop, but doesn't get a whip punish.
Oh, do it. Can they get a little scrambly? Okay, and does get the combo off the armor.
Is this enough to kill?
30%. This is one of the highest armor damages you can get in the game. Just for the record.
Gets a flawless block and into the throw. This should be round.
Bro, that should be it. Yeah, especially Kano with the
Oh, I
minus
haven't
50
updated
health.
the scores.
All good, all good. They're getting to see him in real time.
Exactly. Great use of the Kano, zoning it out again. Doesn't have any Kano meter though.
Kano's still a very solid pick. I do wonder how long it will stay though, because you are operating at 100 less health compared to.
Also,
I mean, that laser beam is convincing.
one thing I also just realized, respect to Gengar for doing a purple skin, much like Gengar the Pokemon. I hope the Pokemon company doesn't sue me for insinuating that there's a similarity between a Pokemon character and this. But love to see the commitment.
Absolutely, I think it's Twitch skin for sure that
Yeah.
number 5 has got.
Is this wow?
So
Finishes strong for Crazy.
yeah, that was a big change. That was just 2 straight rounds. Again, I do think we are seeing Crazy getting more comfortable with this character. Don't get me wrong, there was a lot of good stuff that Gengar was doing. I think we're going to see the switch to Havoc, though. I would be surprised if we don't.
Maybe, I mean, I'm curious if he's nervous about Natara being a true counter pick against Havoc. I don't know the matchup, or if you have any thoughts on it. But maybe that's the fear of the yeah.
I can't imagine that would be I mean, don't get me wrong, Natara is very was arguably top 5 to top 10 for a period of time before we got more recent DLC. But yeah, I don't think Havoc. I don't think there's a counter pick against Havoc.
Yeah.
I think the only counter picks against Havoc are like this. Can keep him away, that type of thing. Let's see what happens.
Great use of the Movado.
Yep, and Movato's so good.
Ooh, whip punish. What happened there?
No, that's bad. That's bad. Ooh, yep. Even though Havoc's armor is amazing, if you that is full punish.
Great up block.
Good up block. And I do feel that's just a difference in familiarity. We weren't seeing that with Baraka, but you play your mate. Also, hitting for 42% of almost any touch, it makes it a lot easier to kill your opponent. Yeah, it doesn't go for the armored launcher that tough.
Oh, he's trying to launch off of the armor, but is missing it.
Yep. Speaking of
Gengar
launcher,
taking the round. There you go.
yeah, that string would not normally convert into a cut. But everything.
Whip punish.
Yep. Those projectile hits can lead armor, and again, but not a full combo this time. Unfortunate. Safe PX Kombat.
Ooh, great neutral jump into the combo.
Yeah. This is gonna hurt, as they all do. Actually, only 30% of Movado is not ready for the extension. Oh, he said only 30%.
Catches him with the low.
Oh, there's the mix.
Are we gonna see our first game 5 of the set? Not gonna be able to end it here, but knocking at the door.
Yeah, it's looking like we probably will. I mean, one touch. We'll do
Great catch from Crazy.
This could be the touch. I was gonna say, I don't know if it didn't have any of the traditional Natara extensions. Normally, you'd also be getting like an extra bit to that combo with a Sonya. Yeah, so only didn't even do 40%. Yeah, it's unfortunate. We would get to see more damage out of like a Pharah or Sonya pairing. So fun stuff seeing the Tremor, but doesn't lead to the highest damage combos. What do you think? Do you think Crazy's going to go Cyrax to close it out?
I don't know. I mean, I have a feeling that he's worried about that matchup knowledge because, like we said, that fight happened earlier and it was a 3-1. So it was a challenging fight for him. I think he's going to commit to this. I think he's going to change up his game plan, stick with the Natara, but also, I mean, for everybody else watching on the stream, I'm going to go ahead and activate the final round animation. I'm also going to play
There's that Cyrax.
my little sound bite.
And there's this sector that we talked about. Awesome.
I have no love for anarchy.
Yeah, this is some of that zoning I was talking about that Havoc can have a slightly also. Havoc does have the roll though to get in, especially play charge. That is so good. Oh, what an amazing neutral jump. Now, if Crazy can set up this mixer, it could be the beginning of the end. Honestly, that is how.
Ooh, doing the grab into the rockets.
Now imagine just gonna want to stay away after this. Want to give Sector time to recharge. I was gonna put some mines out there. Oh, but Havoc's tools in neutral.
Yeah.
So good.
Manny and SRU Pains, if you're watching, just be sure to be ready for the next fight. We are going to have winners finals coming in after this, but I don't want to detract from, the commitment to the fatal blow.
Yeah, we just do these because of Sector.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you got Sector, hey, just fatal blow anytime. It's like you're playing MK11 again. And the reason why it's a full screen tracking missile that does 36% of health. This should kill? No, okay, not yet. But that will for sure.
Looking at match point for Crazy.
Okay, this is it. Like that Mintara pick did work out. Oh my goodness, that was amazing.
That was phenomenal.
The Movado grab into the mine explosion.
Crazy gonna be taking the life lead here.
Yep, and gonna get the mix set up here because we got full Sector.
Commits to the break.
Probably a good call.
Because otherwise, probably going to use the net afterwards to remove his meter. So it's best to use it.
Doesn't confirm. Oh my goodness. I really expected that Twin Blade. Okay, and there's
We roll into the mine.
Okay. Can Havoc put on the pressure. Cyrax's wake up is pretty good. So yeah, respects it, kind of backs away, but now you got to get in again.
Oh, the grab into the rockets!
That should be it, because those missiles give you forever to get.
Absolutely, and Crazy takes it.
There it is. There it is. So it looks like that Natara pick was the way to go. I'm wondering if Gengar is thinking about just using Havoc next time against Natara from the beginning. But either way, shout out to both players. Great to see the character variety. So much fun. Well done to both of them.
Going on the instant replay while in the background, I'm going to go ahead and update that Start GG page. Fantastic to have our first Game 5 in this tournament. Fantastic play from both of them. Oh,
absolutely.
I got to edit those results. I committed the wrong ones. There we go.
Great name as well. Gengar is very bad.
Exactly.
Yeah. That way, playing fighting games. And obviously, not a true statement considering how well Gengar did in this tournament.
Absolutely. Yeah, Crazy, one of who's old school players, been around forever since the MK9 days. Phenomenal player, amazing adaptability. If there's anyone to go out to, it's definitely, especially putting up such a fight against Crazy. It's so good to see them both just kicking ass super, super hard. So taking a look at the top 8, we are going to shift over into our winners finals match. All right, we already got, it looks like Manny's already joining in. Already got my invite and everything. So I'm going to send another one over to Ryu. That would be Ryu Payne, who's going to be jumping in. We're going to be doing winners finals. And then, it looks like the top 8 also has not updated. The losers finals is going to be between Crazy and Datboy Ryu. Also another hype fight. Ryu Pains is the one person who is not part of the direct PDX Kombat Krew. This is a newcomer. We haven't seen him fight before. He's not fought on the channel, not even local, playing in our local scene, but is busting ass, doing a real good job.
Yeah, very clean play, very impressive. It's great that this channel has inspired more people to come in and get matches It's just a love for MK and that build community. It's super fun to see happen because then we get to benefit from watching great matches.
Right, working on getting Ryu Pains into this set here. Bear with us while we set that up. Oh, looks like we got them in. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to the main screen, and then shout outs to Mitchell Stevens in the chat. Best stream in North America. Hope Nintendo doesn't sue. I hope so too, man. And you are absolutely right. No one does it better than we do. We are number one.
Homelander.
Oh,
It was only a matter of
no.
time.
Oh, no.
Only a matter of time.
Manny gave away his weakness in our Discord. He already mentioned that he had trouble with this matchup.
It's funny because Manny and I were just talking about this earlier today. Watched his match against Homelander. I agree with him. I do think Johnny is the right way to go because then that allows Johnny to punish a lot of the things Homelander is going to do. Homelander, arguably top 1 in the game. Definitely top 3 at least. There it is. There's the Shadow Kick punish. Well, not a punish in that particular case, but something we should be seeing a lot of in this match. It's obviously a great experience for Manny, and I appreciate that Pain is bringing these various top tiers because, I mean, this is the reality of the state of the game. You got to play tiers if you want to improve.
Looks like Manny is adapting well. I mean, look at this life lead that he's able to get so far, but it can go away at a moment's notice.
Oh yeah, that move is so good. The dash into the fair grab combo, absolutely incredible. Yeah, plus frames on the good pressure.
Catches him with the
but
line.
Yep. Movado, really a great choice in so many cases. But also against an opponent that wants to pressure you because you set up some protection. I will say, just from limited match viewing so far, Pain doesn't seem quite as comfortable with his spacing on Homelander, but that could just be because they've been using T1000 for the whole time.
Exactly.
Because it's looking cleaner now, yeah. Yep, nice mix up there by using the low button, then go. Nice spacing, using Homelander's bigger buttons. Yeah, some lows. Doesn't get combos off the lows, but frustrates the opponent who's standing. To avoid that, the instant air overhead.
Ooh, there it is.
There it is.
Right as you said it. Commentator curse.
You can only block so long. This isn't going to kill, but this setup, yep, there it is.
Yep, there it is.
So yeah, looks like that familiarity came right back for Pain. Yep, there it is. Might as well dash in. Use Farrah early in the round. Get Farrah back for later. Still get a solid 30% off of it with a good setup. There's a low to get the opponent.
Great pickup from Manny. Safe jump into the low Movado. Ooh, makes the read. Slow connection. What's happening? Oh no.
There's a bit of a slowdown.
My stream! No! It was going flawlessly so far.
Yeah, I don't know if this is in the match or just the stream.
No, we were doing so well.
I mean, it's impressive to have gone this long without a problem, honestly.
Exactly. Yeah. My PC, I think, is working overtime. I think the heat might be getting to it, and it's like, all right, we're struggling here. Oh no.
Yeah, I'd be curious to hear from the players after this round is concluded, of course, if they're still playing, or if it is the classic disconnect we sometimes get.
Gotcha. Here,
I mean, I'm not seeing the disconnect, so I am thinking maybe it is the computer. Let's check the chat.
You know what? I'm gonna make the call that I should back out and restart my game real quick, and then we will have them invite me into the next match.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
we'll go ahead.
I'll ask him how that last one went.
Yeah. Also tell them to not start their next match together.
Is right, here we go.
Bear with us, everybody. Tragic, heartbreaking that we have to have a momentary technical difficulties while we were watching the winners finals match. Super unfortunate. But bear with us while we try and fix this issue here. Maybe I should open up a window of some kind as well. Let some heat come through. Let my poor computer try and, yeah. I can't even imagine. I don't have any sort of like temperature check, but I think I need to take a look at something because I think it's like, hey, you've been running me for like hours now, buddy.
Yeah, that's a lot of work for that poor computer to be doing, but work we appreciate. Just got word from Manny. Manny did end up taking that first match.
Okay.
I take full credit from watching his video and providing feedback. No, obviously, shout out to Manny. With the amazing job adjusting to fight against Homelander. I'm super curious if Payne is going to go for the same. I mean, I can't imagine T1000 Johnny is a bad matchup, but I mean, I also don't play T1000. It is maybe, I mean, T1000's armor is not the best. Homelander's is much safer because you can basically make it safe with a Farah. So we'll see.
Shout outs to Connor for RX Connor making recommendations on what the issue might be. Cracked Radiator, I was thinking it was a solenoid, you know? One of those classic War of the World Tom Cruise situations. Just gotta replace that solenoid. All right, I've got a new invite sent out to the players.
Awesome. All right, we'll be getting back to this momentarily. Once again, Manny up one game. We previously had Johnny Cage, Movado versus the classic pairing of Homelander and Farah. Curious to see if Payne is going to switch to T1000, but AD preferring Homelander in this matchup since Homelander has a better get off with that launch into the air armor with Farah for some safety.
Shout outs to everyone watching again. Thank you for tuning in the stream, hanging out with us today. It's a blessing. I mean, I'm doing this as a hobby. I've been having fun trying to figure out how to become a better TO and running stuff. And I appreciate everyone being able to tune in and contribute their time to hang out with us today. So thank you all so very, very much. It does not go unnoticed. I am very, very appreciative, and I'm having a blast doing it. Hopefully we'll be able to get this fight set up because also keep in mind, since they are in winners finals, these two are guaranteed a cash payout. All right, sweet. It looks like they are in. Switch back over to the screen. There we go. We got 1-0. Manny up on Ryu Pains.
Right.
You're liquid metal? How do I beat that?
The switch over to the T1000. We have it. Oh, do you need me to share my screen again, old man?
If you could, that'd be great.
No, I want you to just guess as to what's happening. I don't want you to see anything.
I think I got this. Okay, so T1000 is pressuring, going for a command grab mix.
You were right. You're basically right.
All right. Oh, I was right. No. Okay, so we've got a little reset to neutral here. We do see Payne going back to T1000, which I think we can all a bit more familiar with. Wow, what a way to get in.
Taunting, right trying to build up that hype meter.
Thought T1000 couldn't contest today. There it is, wake up armor. We get a safe jump off this. A little bit delay into armor. Oh, yep, spike. Was nerfed on range, but still has good range.
Absolutely. Now it's got the round advantage, got a 1 round lead.
There's that string. Might as well use it.
Ooh, committing to the string, doesn't get the whip punish. Nice.
I thought we were gonna see the whip punish. Oh, but doesn't do the right combo ender, probably shaking off that Homelander play.
Ooh, gets caught with the overhead.
There's the low.
Down one into special with Tremor.
You got every option you could want.
I was talking to Switch Mitch, and he was saying that, I believe it's in the corner, you have 6 options with T1000 in the corner.
I believe it. Yep. And so that's the difference, everybody.
There you go. And a brutality.
The top tier and right below that. That's the difference. But as we've talked about, Pain playing this character so well, so clean, right? You can play a top tier character, and if you're not playing them on point, still gonna lose. So well done with that round, tying it up 1-1, and that's it, right? We want some hype.
Exactly.
For our winner's final match.
I wouldn't expect anything less than getting as close to as possible. I would like to see infinite game 5s from here on out. I demand game 5s, mainly because I know that these players are that good. And it's interesting to see someone give Manny the pressure, because Manny is like one of our top tier champions in the PDX Kombat Krew. Not surprised to see him this far, but I also want to see him challenged. I want him to fight players that are as good as Pain, to give him real workout and build his skills.
Now, fascinating, we are seeing the Johnny change to Tremor. This is going to make Johnny better up close with that, getting to end any string with Rising Star, so you don't know when it's your turn to press. Yeah, mids will punish that.
Mids. Oh, but he didn't lose the armor on the change of state like we thought. You realize that? Yeah.
Oh, we didn't that time. That's super weird.
It is very weird.
Now I will have to go to the lab and test that. Okay.
Maybe it's if you get hit out of it, it changes, so that you do keep the state. I don't know.
Or maybe that's just another thing that makes
Here he goes. He was predicting the low into the low spike.
Yep.
Can he run it back?
Safe jump. Delay his wake up. Boom. Was trying to do the hard to blockable, but didn't quite get the timing right.
Tech. Oh, and reads the up block.
Yeah, it just needs the down one to close it out. All right, let's see. The Tremor seems to be helping though. This better pressure, definitely worthwhile. There's only one, so we'll see.
Forces breaker, early breaker, not a bad choice. You can build it back.
Yeah, that grab. Good luck. Good. Ducking that or jumping when needed. Okay, so there we go. There's that little bit of extra pressure that Johnny gets, and is getting a combo out of it.
Forces a break of his own. Yeah.
The question is, will Manny just stay away until Tremor?
Oh, he tried to whip punish, but didn't find the gap.
Flailing limbs. Yeah, Johnny just doesn't have a range normal without a hurt box. Unfortunately, maybe the kick, maybe like back.
There's the whiff punish right there. That's what he wanted.
All right, corner. Bad for
and hits Tremor.
All right, going to the fatal blow. I respect that. Getting it into for sure one-touch territory. Maybe
absolutely.
Territory, honestly. And Johnny does have way better chip with Tremor.
Sure does, and he's got full Tremor meter.
50%. Just goes for it.
There we go. The low Tremor taking the last bit of his life.
Wow, that was crazy. I can't believe how far forward Tremor call ended up. I mean, the Tremor cameo is working for both of them.
Absolutely. Doing that down one in a special whiff punish.
That worked. It seems like the earlier part of that string may be a little easier to whiff. All right, gradually working the T1000. Oh, the T1000.
Great block.
Yeah.
Touch of death. Oh, it's really gonna take it. Forces the breaker.
Yeah, not respecting that Johnny knee. You gotta always respect.
And there it is.
Absolutely working out for Johnny.
Into the brutality.
Yep. Yeah, you brutality me, I brutality you. Back and forth.
Activate his Steam Deck.
With Steam Deck. Johnny Movado, we're seeing a lot more like armor launchers, and then with Tremor, we're seeing that pressure. And yeah, I mean, these are two pressure monsters in different ways. Johnny with the staggers and T1000 with the mix. And today the staggers won out.
Absolutely. Granted, I mean, it could still be Ryu running back. We'll see. But I mean, Manny's got the advantage, and he's going to want to keep that pressure going. He's not going to want to let up.
I was just going to say, I wonder if Pain has anybody else. All right, this is an alternate team. We saw never true top tier status, but we definitely seen in a number of tournaments over the few months. Not so much anymore, but one of the premier Zony hit and run teams So yeah.
I know I got knowledge checked pretty hard by Kung Lao recently. So there it is, the rockets into a full combo.
Super soft, skilled because throw, but still, 18% we take those. So I understand why choosing a team like this, stay away from that Johnny pressure.
Cannot be grabbed. He refuses. He micro-ducked twice.
Seriously. And this is online Kale's team. Kung Lao sector.
Ooh, doesn't get a jump hit.
I mean, we're seeing some pretty strong familiarity. I think Payne played this.
That was great whiff punish coming from Manny. That was fantastic. Armored wake up.
Yep, might as well. It's safe with Kung Lao. He's got 2 bars.
Oh!
Still, that's going to be it.
Blasted by the rockets doing the parries.
Yep, that double rocket is amazing.
That there double rocket.
Don't want to do it.
Oh boy, I saw a double rocket back in my day.
Yep, there's the safety on the Kung Lao armor. It does take 2 bars, but hey, worth it to escape.
Put a mid on him right there.
Yeah, doesn't respect the Johnny mid. I mean, I'm hoping for a Kung Lao win. We do get that game.
Yeah, catches him with the tremor bowling ball.
Yeah, nice instant air. Throw in the hat. Trying to get those instant airs, not getting it.
Down 3 in the throw.
From MP9.
Doesn't get the jump in. Gets caught with the Kung Lao combo.
Yeah, with power damage around 30. Oh my goodness, never mind.
Oh, he's letting it ride.
Yeah, he is.
Interesting choice.
I mean, I guess this way he's figuring the fatal blow's gone. And either way, one more combo would have killed, right?
Exactly. And he gets to allow the guess of one more time to see if he can.
Right. The only downside is that right there. The sector and full sector is crazy with a double rocket.
Now it's a zoning game.
This is working. Yep. I mean, like we talked about before. Oh!
This should be it.
Just a kill. Oh, doesn't quite kill.
Oh, there it is. Oh my god.
I was like, where was the mid string? Just to hit him. But I mean, worked out. Yeah, as we were talking about before, zoning Johnny can work. And that's exactly what this Kung Lao is doing with it. Going in now, because why not with a double rocket? Then we'll see some running away here in a moment. Payne's like, no, I stay in. But then you do get mixed.
Absolutely.
Alright, here's the runaway we expected. Waiting for that full sector. Doesn't want to bother with one.
Exactly. He's got the life lead. No reason to go in. Johnny's got to make the move. The patience coming out of both of them. Oh, but overcommits to the nut punch. We've got another game 5.
Game 5. We've all been winning. All right, back and forth. I was not expecting team to come out, but it is a good aim against Johnny. And I do want to point out, Payne's got a Johnny picture. Does Payne also pay Johnny? Does Payne know the type of matchups Johnny hates? Maybe.
By Johnny picture, what do you mean?
Oh, just on their icon.
Oh, okay.
Little Johnny picture doing the pointing.
If it's okay, gotcha. I was gonna say if it's in the top 8 bracket view that you're talking about, it's like that might have been a mistake on my end, but yeah. All right,
on the screen.
Activating the final round splash screen. Gotta go into my special little here it comes. Yeah, there we go. Top tier stream. Everyone in the chat, type in who you think's gonna win. I want to hear from the chat who you think's gonna take this round right here.
5 winners final. Who's gonna get it? I am interested to see the continued Tremor pick. I mean, is a bit more health. Is some mix. Is good pressure. We'll see if it pans out.
Gets caught with the overhead to launch it with a sector.
Oh, yeah. Once that one sector rocket is on screen, you're getting mixed 50-50 by Kung Lao. It's insane.
Time to press.
The stagger string. He's like, I can stagger too. Oh, this should be chip out. Yep.
There it is.
Almost nothing you can do at that point. Almost nothing. Thank you, Emily, for letting us know who you think's taking it. Right, we're all here. No, I love the Kung Lao pick. No hating it. Glad to see it.
Great pressure coming in from. Oh, and then making it safe. Getting caught with the rockets again.
Can't get away from double rockets.
Parry does not work. Even out life lead right about here. Manny trying to find a way to get out of this corner. And there it is.
Nice.
Put a mid on it.
Yep,
In the corner for himself. What a side switch.
This might go to the last round. Oh,
There
get the
it
combo
is.
in the corner.
This should be a
This is
final
kill.
round right here.
Yes, it does. Wow, those tremors.
And maxed out height meter. Is Manny gonna steal the show right here?
Oh, go type right away. Why not?
There it is.
Somehow, because the nut punch is invincible. He goes right underneath it, and I think Kane was not allowed to EX. Oh my god, look at this damage. Wow, almost 50%. Yeah, I would say that that worked out.
Smart spend. Manny trying to go into grand finals right here.
Here.
Ryu fighting back.
There's that 50-50. Goes in with a sweep. It's a good button.
Who's doing what? Who's
Oh,
doing
nice
what?
turn.
Playing
Let's
patient.
go.
Gets caught with the
Oh, here it
overhead,
is.
forcing the breaker out of Manny. It's still anyone's game.
Kung Lao needs 2 hits, so it's gonna be some more.
The whip punish.
On
Manny
the
taking the
overhead.
round.
Very impressive. Very impressive.
Finishing out with the brutality.
Nicely done to both players. Wow, that was a series I did not expect, but thoroughly enjoyed.
Johnny Cage.
Let's take a look at that on the instant replay. Manny coming out on top. Ryu not out of it yet. Is just knocked down to losers finals. Is in guaranteed top 3. Is getting a guaranteed payday from this
In the money.
session.
In the money.
Is in the money. All right, maybe I
Alright,
should
so
avoid
we got
copyright
the-
songs or anything like that. But
I got that losers final.
only a couple games left. We are now going in to the loser semifinals, where we will have Dat Boy Ryu and Crazy duking it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and invite those boys into the cough right here, and hopefully we have no more streaming hiccups on my end. And computer stays
Fingers
run
crossed.
solid.
There's 3 more matches, everybody. Losers final and then grand final.
Yeah, I don't know how the Coliseum does it. They have a whole like backup team and backup stream where it's like, yeah, it's low quality, but it's like at least we could still see what's happening doing all this. It's like they're a legit production. And not
They got a lot of
to
reasons.
not to plug a stream that's like just objectively better than ours, but it's like, hey, if you guys really enjoy MK and like watching pro stuff, other than just watching us, you could also see the Coliseum or Rips Arena. Strong recommendations, but watch our channel first. Like ours is #1. Pin that to your favorite. That is the bigger deal.
You also have Champion of the Realms. I would say those are
Oh
the
yes, champion of the
big
realm.
3. Although I will say Demon Lobby's been too.
Oh yes,
It's honestly-
Demon Lobby's doing
It's
well.
really great. It's really great the amount of online tournaments that happen. I think we all hope that the next NetherRealm game will have slightly better online.
Yeah.
For those online tournaments.
Exactly. If
Even
NRS
more improved.
is listening, which they definitely are. For those who don't know,
Sure they are.
NRS, NetherRealm Studios.
Why would they not?
Yeah,
Why would
because
they not?
I mean, as the audience have said, best stream in the North America. Like that's just what it is. Can't argue with pure facts. And yeah, they should release the game with all the features right out of the gate. There's a couple like low-hanging fruits that they kind of like waited a year to add into. I think they should. I mean, hot take. Include those from the
Now
beginning.
You're talking crazy.
No, I'm not talking crazy. Not yet, at least, because Crazy is going to be in this next fight that we're doing. I'm getting the boys in the Koth. They should be in here. They are good to go off of AFK when they are ready to fight.
Deathboy Ryu, we've seen with the Molina. Crazy, we've seen with Natara, and also, of course, Cyrax. What's the pick against Molina? I mean, I think Cyrax is just a pretty solid pick all around. Yep, there we go. Of course, Crazy putting his own spin on things by using Cyrax Sector, not really a combo we see these days. Sector primarily used with, well, like we just saw from Ryu or Pain. I realize I've been saying Pain, you've been saying Ryu. Say the same.
Exactly. Yeah, it gets a little confusing when we have two players that have Ryu included in their name.
I'll go the full Dat Boy Ryu. Constantly calling him by his full name so he knows he's in trouble. All right, so.
I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less from old man FTC after all.
Exactly right. Exactly. That low hat already put in work. Both of these characters playing cameos that really help with. Good pickup. I wonder if the net could have gotten off that. Nice up block, but ooh, was able to block Rocket. Thought that was going to be a punish. Oh yeah, Cyrax very good at those armor breaks. And here it begins. Obviously, playing Sector, you are giving up the cheese, as it were, of Melina. I'm sorry, of Serena. Doing the meter still.
Gotcha. Well, I think Crazy's lactose intolerant. That's why he's giving up the cheese. So.
I see. Refuse with it. Okay, here's the install for plus range.
Oh, great.
Armor's right out. Whoa,
Armor.
Good answer. Good answer.
Ryu loves to go with the install. I have a feeling that Crazy's been paying attention to a lot of the videos that Ryu has been posting in the Discord, showing off how he's able to get a lot of people with that install, and it's like, I have a solution.
Very nice micro duck there to get this whole combo series started. Now, that boy low on armor. Oh, but does not get the grab set up. Grabs too soon, and so it does not connect.
I was kind of thinking it was a micro duck.
Whoa! That whole exchange I was not expecting. That was a lot of meter, a lot of thrown loads. Yeah, get a little scramble here. Oh yeah, no, waking up against Melina, like we talked about. That's a no-go when that hat's on screen. Or hat? Might as well. Okay, here's the setup. Going for the throw. This will be some good damage. But what's the setup after that? Cyrax is all about the continued mix, the blender.
I was gonna say, is he gonna commit? He's not gonna do the meter burn string, but is gonna keep that pressure in the corner.
Yep, had enough bombs. Oh, but he dropped that one a little early. Good block. Is he gonna get the pickup? No, Kung Lao makes.
Whoa, cancel into the low. I have not seen that.
I've never seen that low. What is going on?
Wait, who allowed this? Who agreed that that is okay?
Yeah, right? I even tried this character for a bit. I don't remember the on that string.
He gets caught with the long string. What? The punish.
There's the punish. Okay, but it has a meter. Yep. Oh, yeah. Sector cameo, so versatile.
Smart attempt from Ryu to try and bull roll that. I would have guessed that would have punished. That's surprising me. It might have been just the right amount of range to keep Crazy safe.
Just too far. Just too far. I mean, it is punishable, and that's the Sector call for the up punch. But yeah, just slightly too far or slightly too slow. The ball roll, not something we normally say about ball roll.
Exactly.
I'm thinking now that all those big nets were used because it looked like this got rid of all projectiles. It looked like it got rid of the hat and the projectile that Melina was throwing. So
exactly.
It was a little wild, but it worked out. It kept that neutral clean, that neutral space from overwhelming. Crazy.
And at the same time, Ryu was actually using Dat Boy Ryu. I should use the full name, did not confuse it with Ryu Pain. Yeah, it seemed like he was also amplifying his size, which was then canceling out the amplified net as well.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and that's a wait. I'm actually not sure if the amplified net is 2 bars. I know the amplified net on the ground. I don't think throwing it across the screen is 2 bars. I think it's just 1. So that is a better trade for Cyrax since the meter burn size are 2. All right, Crazy gets the pickup, gets a missile out, gets to put some bombs out. There it is. That's gonna be the round.
Crazy taking the first round of game 2 here.
Yep. For anyone who doesn't know, those bombs on the ground can just lead to combos by themselves. But if you do that grab, that little like, shake my hands, that Cyrax does, and then a bomb hit, that leads to a whole combo. And that's what's so good about Cyrax's blend. All right, yep. Cyrax also very good on the trades because goop lasts forever. Interesting missile during the combo.
Ooh, knocking him out, but not able to extend it into any creative combo. Corner pressure.
Cyrax armor hits so far ahead of it. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think that'll pick up. Mid staggers, nice.
Eking out the life lead a little bit here. It's Ryu's game to lose.
Okay, yeah, so that horizontal net is just 1 bar. So good option to contest the projectiles.
Keeping the space. Oh, doesn't get a whiff
Yeah,
punish.
too far away for that enhanced teleport. But
There's the whiff punish right there.
This is gonna kill. I mean, she does 40%.
There you go. Signs of life, Ryu. He's like, I want that $10. I want a minimum of $10. That's what's going through his head right now.
Actually, right? Oh, weird. One of the missiles, I think, hit. And so only one missile hit Molina, so it wasn't enough hit stun to get a combo off him. Fascinating. Good staggers there into the overhead. Doesn't keep up the pressure, though.
Ooh,
maybe wanting to come out back. A lot of these nets going away.
Ryu so aware of these moves. Ooh, great read on Cyrax trying to slide into Molina's DMs right there. Not gonna work.
Yeah, still gets 40% of that combo. Oh, yeah, that would kill, but Crazy's got a breaker.
Breaker.
Okay. Oh, wait, is this the unblockable?
Oh,
not quite. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
Oh,
the game.
bad trade.
Yup, the trade is so good. Goes for a setup. Goes, you can't get away from me. Shake my hand. This will not kill. Yeah, I think he's going to go for the setup instead of the...
But evening out the life lead, nonetheless, putting him into the Cyrax Casino.
Oh, he gets
There it is. Stealing the round.
A blunder. Wow. Wow. Yeah, because you're waiting for the grab, and then you get hit by the overhead instead.
Absolutely. Yeah. Great
Now,
mix-up pressure coming in from Crazy. That's phenomenal.
Yep. Yeah, very nicely done. I will say Sub-Zero, to a degree, is a counterpick cameo against Cyrax.
Yeah.
Because the ice armor would let you ignore the explosions. You can also do it on your wake up to sort of kind of escape that. I am wondering about Molina's wake up, if maybe... I think Daborai won't go won't go Sub-Zero. I think Daborai more likely would go Farah or Tremor, mainly for the safe wake up.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. No. Daborai sticking to his
Sticking
gun.
with the team. It's his strongest team.
Yeah.
He knows the team like the back of his hand. He is dabbling and he understands the mechanics of some other characters, but I'm not surprised that he's committing to this team.
Well, and there is absolutely something to be said for, I want to really push and see what all this team can do. I want to see if the team can win a matchup that might be slightly losing, but if you understand the matchup well, you can see. So I appreciate someone looking to do that extra work.
There we go. That's the whiff punish that he wanted from the last round that eluded him. Oh, it caught in the goo!
Oh, wow. That angle, so that punish is crazy. Oh, there's that. Okay, it looks like he's canceling on that spin move. Oh yeah, the spin move has a couple options out of it. That's
Exactly. That's what the I've never seen anyone cancel into the low before, so I never even knew it was possible.
Stuck in on that one with the teleport. Okay, what's the setup? Are we doing the missiles? No missiles. So, but gets a punish. That's a little too aggressive from Dapoy Ryu. Wow, that's it for the round. Okay, Dapoy probably needs to kind of back up a little bit, relax a little bit. Oh, yep, there it is. That's why you use Kung Lao.
Have enough time, yeah.
Solid damage. Oh, uses the meter. Setup. Such a good setup. Jumps away. Yeah, just waits to block it. Gotta
Great patience from Ryu. But he needs to start landing some combos here. Gets caught with the air grab.
Air grabs. Oh my goodness, it connects. I don't think this will kill. Not without.
You think it might?
I mean, with chip out. Oh, we get
And there
that.
it is.
Okay.
Just needs
Just
the.
got the 3 bars.
Absolutely.
Wow. Cyrax doing enough damage to get that kill. Well played. Well played.
Congrats to Crazy going into losers finals, and congrats to Dapoy Ryu. Fought hard, fought well, played his best, but unfortunately loses out to Crazy today, throwing up the instant replay. Fantastic play from both of them. Crazy
And
now. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. Go first.
Oh, I was just gonna say congrats to Crazy making top 3, guaranteed payout. Now,
Guaranteed money.
going into the losers finals match, and I didn't mention this before, but I definitely should have. Congrats to Manny for making it into grand finals. He is now, like, for sure in grand finals, given that recent win against Ryu Pains.
Right.
And up next, Ryu Pains going against Crazy, and we'll see if Crazy, I mean, we don't want to be a biased stream, but Crazy is the person from our local scene, and Ryu Pains is the new guy who's then making a lot of us look like fools because of how good he is. So shout outs to both to Ryu Pains, and also shout outs to Crazy, working on getting them set up for the next fight as we are doing losers finals, and the winner will go and fight Manny in grand finals.
So, question for you. How many people did
We had 20 competitors signed up for the tournament today.
So awesome.
That is the largest tournament I've ever hosted. And this is also officially the largest stream I've ever hosted in terms of number of people actively watching. So thank you everybody again for watching and watching some amazing gameplay with all these people.
2 more matches left tonight. Great to have you all here for it. Obviously, if you want to sound off your favorites or your expected winner for our next match between Crazy and Ryu Pain, let us know. We've seen a lot of character variety from Ryu Pain, and so it feels like this match could go a lot of different ways. I do think Pain is perhaps the most comfortable with T1000. Those seem pretty comfortable too. My guess would be we would see a T1000 first. But we'll find out. As for Crazy, Crazy's ride or die is Cyrax, even though Crazy plays other characters. I feel like Crazy was just playing those characters until Cyrax came out, because Crazy was, of course, known for his Cyrax MK9 days. So I think we'll be getting a T1000 versus Cyrax. Let's find out, though. Are we going to be back to Kung Lao? Goes Havoc. Okay, so it looks like Pain has the whole spread of top tier characters except crap Cyrax. We've seen T1000. Like I said, all you need is for the Royal Flush is to have Cyrax as well for our top tiers. But
exactly.
The reason I can see the Ryu Pain going for Havoc is that armored wake up. That armored wake up takes so many hits. It's really going to make it harder for Crazy to do the blender.
Absolutely.
Especially since Crazy is playing Sector, and so it doesn't lead to as many hits as like a Serena or a Madame Bo would. Let's see how it works out though.
Also, looking over to the chat, shout outs to Rut Dog for complimenting us on our production and the commentary. Thank you for tuning in, and also a recommendation for everybody else. Check out Rut Dog's channel. He does some great MK videos, love his stuff. Met him just as a fellow YouTuber online. Fantastic person. Go and check out his stuff. Sorry for talking over Ryu Pain's taking the first round of game 1 here, but Crazy answering back into the grab. Connecting with the sector, with the sector rockets. Now just maintaining that corner pressure. Guessing game.
Yep.
Oh, wake up buttons!
Going for a teleport. The teleport does drop a bomb, but yeah, look there, we see the Pain, and look at this damage. That's Havoc. Oh, what a setup. Yep, what a setup. Expensive setup, but could have let it full combo. Oh, great neutral. Yeah, just some clean play by Ryu Pain. We can see why Ryu Pain did it so far in this tournament. Not quite gonna kill, but this setup is gonna be bad. Yep. There it is.
Strong answer.
Yeah, unless you got bar to avoid chip out, you're just in those situations. Sadly, we don't have a character yet that gives you armor that avoids chip out. I was hoping for that for sub cameo. Sadly, no. Sadly, no.
Yeah, yeah. You know, maybe we will. Maybe we will. Maybe they'll add more characters, right? Right? That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna, they're gonna add more characters, right?
Maybe when they patch, they will give Sub-Zero armor that capability as well. We'll bring back Unbreakable forward. I'm down for it. I'm here for it.
All right.
Maybe it costs a full bar. It sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Go into Tara right away.
Ooh, the Natara switch. Maybe we're just gonna see a bunch of switches and counter picks. This is great to see.
We saw this sort of work against Gengar, right? So maybe.
That's true. That's true. I mean, he did end up still. Yeah, because he didn't switch off of Natara in his fight against Gengar, right? He stuck with Natara the whole time.
I think there was switch out, but I want to say one of the matches beat Havoc. I mean, it was just around. It was just around one against Havoc.
Gengar chiming in on the chat, saying the exact same things we are, of like, why didn't you go Natara from the beginning? But now the full-on counter pick.
We are seeing the traditional Natara pick, well, the previous traditional Natara pick of Natara pick. We're not really seeing it matter yet, though it was close. I mean, that was one. Let's see if Ray's gonna turn this out.
Ray dive kick avoided the projectile.
Down. Now here's the big boy damage. Farrah coming in. Oh no, still almost 40%, even without it. Good bait on the wake up there. Basically safe at that range to throw that low. Safe on the. Yeah, we're just tossing Farrah.
Just throwing her like a wrecking ball.
Look at this damage. Still almost 40%. And that's why.
Is no chip? No.
Is a thing. Oh,
catches at the low.
Yep.
Believe it or not, despite the health lead, still anyone's game.
It really is actually, because one touch. Oh, okay.
Oh, but it's going to crazy. It's going to crazy.
Little jumping beans going over there. Oh wow, that was wild. Okay. We're kind of getting back. Yep, good bait on the armor. Could be going around Havoc maybe to get the punish, but you know, not getting hit is almost as good.
Ooh, armored through.
Yep, that is all armorable. Thankfully, Havoc does.
Ooh, gets caught with the landmine from Avado.
It's not going to be that much damage, but damage is damage. Still good.
Great whip punish.
Overhead blocks. Nice.
Another overhead.
Can't block forever. Can't block forever. Farrah the mix machine. Oh, but that's it. Yep. Unless this is a drop, this should kill. Yep.
Committing to the fatal blow. That should be all she wrote.
What do you think? Do you think Crazy should stick with Natara or go back to Cyrax?
I don't know. That's a hard choice. It's a hard choice because, I mean, as Gengar's chiming in on the chat, he thinks that Natara is the hard counter pick, right? But Crazy's got the matchup, like he's got more of the knowledge and the practice, the recent practice with Cyrax. So it's a toss-up. I don't know what, because and Gengar also confirmed that it was in the last round, he switched back to Cyrax to be able to take the victory against his Havoc. Or actually, no, he was saying it was against Baraka, sorry. But I don't know, tough choice. We'll see what he commits to.
It feels like that was a much closer match playing the Natara Farrah. Of course, it will lock Crazy in a Natara Farrah, but
whoa, whoa! We are seeing a Raiden pick.
Now,
is he going Raiden Tremor?
One of the original Tremor.
Interesting. Interesting. We're going old school. This is old school, baby. What is happening?
This is trying to bring back the heyday of the storm that was when this game first dropped.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a chip out strategy. I was expecting the sector for more.
I was expecting the same too.
It's hard to run away against which is what makes this team so very good. And by that I mean the Havoc team. Hits like a truck and just stays on top of you. Yeah, this will be 43. No, 41. Okay. Oh, broke that armor. Yeah, Raiden's armor, great trash.
Yeah, it really is.
That was quick. That was not what Crazy wanted to have happen, I'm sure.
Crazy's got to mix something up. Getting spaced out so strongly.
What was that? Standing 3 punishes the back 3 or forward 3 string of ratings? That's crazy. Alright. Staying close to Havoc, which is a risky prospect. But does have Tremor to go into Storm Cell at any moment into Tremor safety. Oh, I thought that was
use of armor.
Finish.
Up block!
Oh, the up block.
Is this gonna take it? Is this ending it right here? Not like this!
He does. Okay. A touch. Oh, that was a lot of shit. A touch into Fatal Blow should kill.
Great flawless! Oh, but the projectile!
But the homing projectile. Yeah, Havoc is Sector incarnate with the homing foosball.
Ryu Pain's
Well
making
played.
a mess of the PDX Kombat Krew, the new villain of our channel, an outsider, bringing a reign of terror against all of our competitors.
It was well played. It was very well played.
Very well played.
Seriously, that's what I seriously think that was what standing 3 that punished the low string from Raiden. Like, what sort of crazy ass matchup knowledge is that? If that was intentional, which I think it was, so impressed. So impressed.
Absolutely. So I'm
We're at
doing
Grand Finals, everybody.
exactly. I'm doing a little bit of tweaking here. So I'm gonna import the new updated bracket here, and we're gonna switch over to our top 8 as it's getting generated. And you will see we are now in Grand Finals, winner's side, Manny, the true hero of the PDX Kombat Krew versus the reign of terror of Ryu Pains, bringing the damage.
So much damage.
Exactly. Playing every top tier character in the game and showing excellent knowledge with all of them.
Absolutely.
It is phenomenal. Ryu Pains playing out of his mind. I'm sending an invite over to Manny. We're gonna get him in. We're gonna do grand finals. For anyone who doesn't know or is not familiar with how these typically run, or just double elimination brackets, so Manny, being on the winner side, basically has 2 lives. Ryu Pains is gonna try and beat him in first to 3. If he wins, they then have to do another first to 3, and the winner of that will go through. But if Manny wins it, he's taking home the top prize, $25. He will be able to afford a whole carton of eggs with that level of cash.
Okay. So, what do we think it's going to be? We've seen that Ryu Pains has their sleeves where, as far as I've seen, we've got a lot of character loyalty from Manny, sticking with that Johnny pick the entire time. So, what could this be? I mean, maybe Havoc. We didn't see Ryu Pains try Havoc against Johnny. Certainly not a bad pick. Havoc's pretty good against almost everybody. Maybe going back to T1000 though, definitely have some very close. I do think it might be one of those two. I mean, though, the Kung Lao pick was pretty good too. I mean, already warmed up on Havoc, and there is something to be said about that, right? Like, when you're someone that's playing different characters and you're bouncing between, you do normally have like a little bit of time in that first round where you're getting used to it again. So I can completely respect Ryu Pain picking Havoc, just played exceptionally well with Havoc, and ready to rock. Yep, so we're seeing 2 very meta teams in this grand finals. That is often the way it works, and there's a reason why. It's because these things are just really strong. Movado really complements Havoc's game plan, and Tremor very much complements Johnny's game plan now. Okay, amazing button. I want to say that's standing 3 or 4, I can't even remember, but good spacing, but Manny gets in. It's combo evening up these life totals. Havoc does start with more
Great
life.
parry! Doesn't get caught with the mind.
Yeah.
And reads the
Good
low!
sprint. Havoc players really love to do those 50-50. Safe. And Havoc does have a little bit more health than characters, so can take that extra hit. But, Manny
Strong
stays on top
performance.
of him.
Cue cards help.
That's it.
Little bit late to be calling for this prediction because I didn't want an advantage to be leaning one way or the other, but everyone sound off in the chat who you think's gonna take it. Is it the hometown hero or the reign of terror? The hometown hero Manny coming in, or is it gonna be the reign of terror that is Ryu Pains showing off his stuff?
I do think Havoc, Ryu Pains, needed to bring that Movado line just a touch sooner, and that way would have broken armor. We saw Zeus doing a bunch of that recently in the... But Ryu Pains may not be familiar with that tech. Yeah, Ryu Pains seems like doesn't want to get close. I'm expecting a little more of the back two to get in, to be honest.
Bring the down one.
Let's think about Tremor. You just have to wait against Johnny Tremor. Oh, gets the overhead. But the breaker, of course, reset neutral.
Great up block coming in from Ryu Pains.
Yeah, you just can't do that against a player of Pains caliber. Here's Mix. Oh, goes for the... I was gonna say, does that even...
Does not activate fast enough.
Okay, yeah, that was super weird. So the trap didn't come out at quite the right time to combo off the grab. Doesn't end up mattering. In fact, it was better this way because Movado had more time to come back.
Yeah.
But it could have. It really could have. So maybe getting used to that new tech.
Great use of the parry. Is expecting that armor to come through.
I will say Johnny has one of the best answers to Havoc's incredible armor.
Great mid.
Yeah, such a good button for whiff punishing. Johnny's neutral, incredibly solid.
Armor shutting down. Strong life lead for Manny. Oh, doesn't commit to the string.
Oh, gets the hit.
Ooh, gets caught on the low.
Risked it all because
still
he had
has the breaker.
Protection. Yeah, needs 2 hits since Johnny has got that breaker.
There it is again.
Yeah, oh, yep.
The reaction time.
Good answer against Havoc. Really one of the few characters that can flip around that armor. That was close.
It's good. I think the T1000 is probably going to be the better pick coming from Ryu Pains.
I do think so. I feel like there's just a touch more familiarity there. And if you can just get the mix started, it's over.
Exactly.
I mean, don't get me wrong, that was a close match. Ryu Pains could absolutely stick with Havoc, be well within their rights. But I would be a little surprised if that happens. I am expecting a character switch. Oh,
the commitment.
I respect it with Kano. What the?
Like anyone who commits to a bit. That's the interesting thing, just because I think the true issue that Ryu Pains is going to be dealing with is it seems like Manny's got a lot of matchup knowledge and experience against the Havoc. So he is,
that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the downside of using a top tier character. You get a lot of matchup experience against it.
Yes.
And Havoc's been in the game from the beginning. Buffs before it was arguably bottom one.
Yeah.
So even still, that's a long time for people to fought against Havoc. Now Kano's so interesting because it gives a bit more protection. Can protect with just half bar usage as opposed to full. They're protecting that mix-up and still getting it. This could actually be a really strong pick for 50. What is that Tremor?
Side switch coming through.
How is Tremor just coming out on block like that and attacking the opponent? Oh, good stagger. You know, I would imagine break. Okay, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Obviously, one touch either way. The hope for the projectile to win. Oh, wow.
Low into the projectile, getting caught out.
That low kick, so strong from Havoc. All right, signs of life from Ryu Pains, up block. Yeah, just can't. Johnny's kick is so good. Johnny players really need to play. Up block to stop it. Ooh, the down one check. Yeah, okay. So we're seeing exactly what we were talking about, where Kano ball is being used for safety in lieu of a line, and that's going to be able to be used more frequently. Like we're also, it looks like if they use a low, the knives will connect. Just uses armor, doesn't care.
Connects that final hit.
Wow. So
we have ourselves a game.
Yeah, just a change to cameo. Like you've already told our amazing, we are going to have to see Ryu Pain win twice in order to make the full comeback. So that's 5 more games Riot Pain would need to win. But I mean that was looking strong. That was 2 rounds to zip.
Absolutely.
With the Havoc Kano.
Level
Will
of
we see a
performance.
change for Manny? I don't think so.
I
would
don't
be
think
shocked.
so either, especially with the commitment of
Side
this
bet dollar.
being
Side
that.
bet dollar, no change.
There you go. There you go. Especially because he was able to steal the victory away from him, away from Ryu Pains, who was using the T1000. I think he has a lot of confidence in this team. So especially if he gets another win on the board and is going to try and force the switch, he's going to be switching to a team that's already lost. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't expect to see a switch on a Manny until, we see a reset, if we saw a reset.
And not only that, like,
I
I have a feeling he's like, his thought process is that he just needs a few more games to figure out the true matchup counter with this Havoc Kano. He's seeing a team that he's like, he's not used to this.
Yeah, this is not a normal team. I mean, it's still doing, for the most part, what Havoc Movado does. Just Movado would normally be good to bring the opponent to you, but you don't need that against Johnny. Johnny's going to come to you because that. So, I can see the rationale from the switch. Yep. Oh, well, that combo. Okay. Yeah. We were expecting that to combo, but obviously a bit of a tighter combo, probably familiar with, considering Pain plays 4 to 5 characters, and he's using a different cameo in this particular character.
There's the
Oh,
parry.
get the wave. Yep. That is the one thing that a different cameo still is not going to help with, which is you can't just armor against Johnny as Havoc. And Havocs are very used to that safety.
There you
Good
go,
save,
getting the
Brad.
round, already showing an improvement of performance from the last game. He's starting to download that knowledge, get everything learned, figuring the ways through.
I mean, I think that Pain just has to stop with the armor for the most part. At least the big swing armor. It just gives Manny too long to react.
Exactly.
With the parry. Alright, using that Kano ball for the pressure. Gets out of the corner using that dab.
Oh, he's getting a couple of combos, but not committing.
Yeah, we can see the change. Ooh, combo. And a trimmer. Still getting 30% with the safe jump. Resetting neutral, going for the kicks. The problem is, still not getting that combo. Yeah, so I like this pick, but it's not going to work. I don't think. If
Reads the low.
Yep. Next touch.
Oh, there it
That should
is.
be it. Wow.
Should be sealing the deal for the round.
Oh yeah, that'll kill. That'll kill.
Absolutely.
I also don't think the Kano can let Havoc combo the grab. Yeah, right here. Always going for kick.
There you go, getting caught with those mids. That mid pressure from Johnny.
Yep.
Incredible.
Ooh,
Rising
Tremor.
star going over the low. Tremor coming out, creating a combo.
Tremor, MVP, getting combo starts for you when you're getting hit. Yeah, still no combo on that.
You read that. Did you read him like a
Yep.
book? That was phenomenal.
Yep, because he's scared of using the ripped arm armor, and so he's going for the low.
Exactly.
Yeah, this was a fun pick. Love seeing it. It was awesome. Very effective that first round. I don't think it would be wise to stick with this. You're not getting any mix of Havoc's main string. I think we need a change here. Either back to the sort of classic Havoc pick, so you've got the legit 50-50s, or just a different character.
Exactly. And he needs to make the right choice because Manny is knocking at the door. He's on tournament point right here. If he wins this fight, he will be crowned champion of today's tournament.
Yeah, I do think it was this or T1000.
Yes.
Picks, for sure.
Is there truly a price
And plus,
to
I
pay?
love seeing this
Nothing
Kung Lao,
comes for
so
free, my friend.
let's see. Now this is a pretty solid counter pick, I would say, against Johnny because you're getting the roll. There was a lot of waiting though for double. I'd honestly see a little more single missile usage, just kind of keep Johnny away.
Yeah.
So we'll find out.
Similar to like what you're just seeing there, just a little bit of extra zoning.
Yep. Now, Manny, been playing this character since the beginning. He's used to having to get in.
Look at that, Manny learning also that he's going to commit to the safety of the string. or the amplified armor. There he is, catches him with another mid.
Yeah, not respecting the mid. It's the best mid in the game, so you gotta give it a good block though. Good block, good escape there. I mean, Kung Lao is the premier hit and run character.
It's caught with the armor.
Now, we've seen this happen a lot for Manny, where it makes 2 hits a string and it just doesn't juggle. I'd love single elbow.
It's to the fatal blow. He's taking the first round. Ryu Pains.
You think it was gonna kill? I mean, Johnny is lower health, but Tremor is giving that extra 50.
Look at that. There it goes. It's gone. I was pretty confident. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
And I do want to say, obviously, great job recognizing that it was and doing the fatal blow when they did.
Yeah.
Well used. Oh, gets the Tremor hit. So Tremor will be a little bit longer. Well, barely all coming back.
Catching him with the low. There you go. Keeping the pressure. Oh.
Yeah, staggering that 50-50. There's no
Oh,
one
great
launching,
armor.
Safety with the missile. Yep.
Ooh, pressing on
good
plus frames, it just
stagger.
doesn't work out for Manny.
It doesn't use the bar. That was really interesting. Expecting break, but in ways is good. Just if someone's got a bar, I'm sorry, got the breaker. You just want to sort of chip out. Amazing jump.
Corner carry. Launching with Tremor. Forcing breaker.
Great. Fasting break considering already taking 30%. Is this? Oh, amazing stop. Oh, but doesn't
get the whip punish.
Oh my goodness. Johnny still has full bar. Should just chip out. Yeah, just go for the chip out.
Oh, gets him in.
This will not kill. This shouldn't kill.
No, it does not.
No.
Safe
Johnny's
jump.
fatal blow kind of sucks. It's kind of amazing, but kind of sucks. Oh, just doing it. Yep.
What a reset.
Okay, the missile
Chip damage territory.
needs a double hitting move. Needs
The throw.
Okay, can't combo this.
No, and he gets a hit with the tower one.
For the mid. Not a true meaty. Wow.
Unfortunate for Manny, that is, but incredibly fortunate for Ryu Pains, who is now taking it to a game 5.
I mean, we wouldn't
Of our
want the
first-
grand final to be any other way. Let's be real.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is
Oh well,
phenomenal.
that was making me stressed.
Exactly. We got Manny on tournament point. All right,
I knew
activating
Ryu was doing it even
final
more.
round splash screen. Activating
Yeah.
the soundbite.
Final round.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. No reason for Manny to change up.
No,
Super close. Amazing comeback, honestly, in that
was
last round.
phenomenal.
That should not have gotten that close. But it was through, solid play that it was.
Absolutely.
Okay. This could be the end of the tournament. Oh, doesn't get the full pick of the
Or
match.
it is a reset, but a nut punch into
Okay.
Tremor is going to say, put us into the favor of a tournament point here.
Those exchanges were amazing right there. Oh! That 2-1-2, it hits us all at some point.
There you go. Great spacing
so
for Manny,
back and
avoiding
away.
the overhead, avoiding the rockets.
Yep. Waiting for sector. Yeah, might as well do it.
Oh, yeah.
Got it.
That makes sense.
Okay, not close enough for a punish. Yep, gets hit by the low that time. Worried about the over.
Oh!
Amazing duck. We didn't
You
see
saw
Manny
him
believe on the previous screen.
Wiggling
Should not
that
kill.
block button, just trying to read a high. Managed to make it happen. Going into fatal blow. Should be taking a life lead with this.
Yeah, should be life lead or very close. Obviously, advantageous position for Kyle because.
Oh, doesn't have the life lead.
Not life lead. Oh my goodness.
Tremor!
What is
Tremor MVP!
doing?
What is happening? We are seeing next level gameplay.
Trevor's
Just
like, I don't even need you, bro. I got this.
exactly.
When did Tremor become Sento? That's what I want to know. Okay, but Ryu Pain is not backing up, staying in, saying, I don't care if you're Johnny. I'm going to stagger buttons on you. Johnny says, all right, I'll
Evening out the
let's
life
see what
lead.
happens. Yep, very close. Yeah, amazing armor. Kung Lao, some of the best armor in the game. Save 50-50 with that missile on screen. Hit and run tactic.
Great spacing
Okay.
for Manny.
All out of sector, though, so this is no good.
Manny's got
One
the
more
tremor.
touch. One more touch. Needs to play very patient. Oh
That's a
no!
push.
That
This should
couldn't
be
have been.
it. Tournament
Oh,
is taken by
amazing
Manny.
matches.
As we're going into a fatality here, I got so excited pressing buttons with Manny taking the tournament.
Took the tournament. I know it's a heartbreaker for it to happen on a misinput. We saw a regular Shaolin punch there that was definitely meant to be an EX Shaolin punch that he could have used second bar to make safe. But these things happen when it's the heat of the moment. And
heat of the moment, it's the pressure. It's and it doesn't take anything away from Ryu Pains because he played phenomenally. Like, really well done from all players, but major congratulations to Manny becoming our tournament victor today.
And staying true to Johnny the whole time, believing in that character, not switching to anybody else.
Absolutely. So
Johnny top one?
Johnny top one? I mean, I was arguing with people that's like, I definitely would say that he's in top 5. He's in definitely the top 5 territory. Yeah.
Oh, that was good.
That was fantastic. So, GG's to everybody, to all 20 players who signed up for this tournament, for everyone competed, who helped us perform our simultaneously largest tournament that I've ever hosted, as well as the largest live stream. Thanks, everybody, so much for tuning in. Thank you to Old Man FGC for hanging out with me and providing some amazing commentary. I had a fantastic time.
For running everything. All the work you've done really shows to build this community, keep this going, and it just keeps getting better. Thank you so much for all you do for us.
No problem. I do it because I love to do it, and I'm having so much fun. I'm just glad that I get to have fun with everybody else on this channel, and that I have other people playing with me. So thank you to everyone for tuning in. This is Dr. Win signing off with Old Man FGC. Thank you for watching. Congrats to Manny, and have a good rest of your Sunday.